Good morning. It's Friday. I just turned this on because I wanted to show. Uh, I might have, or I might be too late, but I wanted to show something my about how I grabbed a position early and why. I yesterday look. I want to just I want to go over this 80% rule thing. It looks like it's going the other way now, but yesterday here's the logic behind why I did this. Yesterday, look up here. Again, this is the futures, the YM mini futures chart, right? Look at it opened up all the way up here, right? And then overnight, I'm sorry, all the way up here, 785-ish kind of area, closed. And then overnight, what it's you can see here overnight, what it did is it came all the way back down, and it wound up opening all the way down here, right at yesterday's point of control at 760 something, around that area. And so, what I was thinking was, hey, why don't we just see if we can grab a pullback on an intraday kind of chart, something that was a chart before the actual cash, the bell rang this morning, and see if we can have this thing down and test its low value, because that would complete distribution across today's value area, right? Completing in essentially what's known in market profile terms as the 80% rule, although I don't, it's not really 80%. It's just the idea behind this 80% rule, which is what it seems to be termed in market profile education, is really just the fact that it's just a linear regression move. Not linear regression. It's a regression move, right? So it moves around its like balanced pivotal point, its midpoint, and it usually tests standard deviations on one side and a standard deviation on the other side. That's just kind of how the flow of the market is, for the most part. So that was logic behind the trade. We were up here, and we closed up here and overnight back value. And I actually was talking to someone in an online forum last night about this. I said exactly this. I said, look, if we get back in here, we'll go for this move down to that point of control. And overnight, that's what happened. Now, I didn't catch that trade because I was sleeping. But that's basically what happened. I mean, it came back into value and it went down to its main point. And let me tell you, when the idea last night that we were talking about is when it got down here, if it did get to that value area overnight as it did and got down here, we would probably take some profit or take some off or whatever. But I didn't trade overnight. I came here an hour before the open or so, and the market was just sitting at its balance point. And so my logic was, well, let's see if this thing will pull back a little bit, which it did, and take again down to that low value area, the 733 kind of area, because that would complete move from here into value all the way across to the other side. So that was the logic behind that, and it seems to be, it didn't hit our target yet, but it seems to be coming down there. I'll keep this running because it looks like it may actually get there. So let's take a look at it on a time frame. You can see this was the overnight, so it closed up here yesterday, got back into value around here, distributed itself across it. There was a point at which you probably could have taken half off had you been in all night, or moved your stop to break evens at least. And then here it is down here now at 744, pretty darn close. I think we were saying 733. So you can see on here it's coming down there. So it's pretty close. And I'm just going to hold on and see if it actually gets down there. But I don't want to just sit here rambling. But you get the idea. That's the logic behind it. I'm actually at the point now where in the trade where the stop is to break even. I'm going to check this position because it did come down pretty close to that area, and I can actually get the actual number. The low value area is 733. So I'll sit around and if we actually get down to that, if it comes down to like 737 again, I'll probably just take it off. But anyway, that was the logic behind that kind of trade. The what they call the 80%er. I'm actually going to take the profit if this thing starts, poking its way up. I'll probably just take some. All right.